Super. Spoon it.
Yeah.
Get your watch out.
Whenever I'm down, you carry me away. You turn my whole life around just with what you say.
We are live. How are we doing, everybody? Yeah, another Sunday, and it's a live show. Would you believe it? I always talk about the weather first. Crap, it's been rubbish outside. Summertime, my arse. But swearing right at the start. I do apologise to my mother-in-law that is probably watching, and my wife. How we doing? We all right? Look at all of you lovely people. I hope you've had a great weekend. It has been, apart from the weather, it's been lovely because my mother-in-law turned 70 this Saturday, yesterday, and I know she's a big fan of the channel. So a big happy birthday, mother-in-law. I hope you feel special from that one. How are we doing? Right, now listen, we got Dan Chandler in the house. We got Fraser Nash. We got Fred. We got Bulldog Badger. We got Tick Sweep. We got Phil in the house. We got them all. We got Christian Grenowee. I am just calling out my members, so bear with me, team. I hope you're doing well. What's the weather like where you are? I mean, that's the first thing we always say in a little conversation, isn't it? You know, how's the weather your end? All right. Please don't tell me you're in Florida. That will, although Florida's meant to be very hot right now. There's a few friends of mine that at Disney at the minute, and they can't take the heat. You know, get out the oven. You know, go to Paris, go to Disneyland Paris. That's what I say. So yeah, got the old DeLorean on today, clamped. So just take a quick sip of the old super new merch. And you guys are phenomenal. How have we been? Spencer's in the house. Spence Miller, Psycho Fu, get in. Who else we got? NSG74. You guys are fantastic. So we'll get straight into it, shall we? Get your watch out. I am wearing today. I've got a bit of bad news. I've got some bad news, very bad news. I'll tell you about it after this. But I have my Accurist diver, my automatic diver. I'll talk about this in a minute. Really nice watch. A couple of things that need, you know, looking at, but overall really nice. Inspired by a watch that they made in 1966, and you guys know I love that bit of history, you know. Yeah, I've been wearing it all day today, and yeah, it's a really comfortable watch, despite how big it is, you know. What's in that mug? 000. What's in that mug? It's water, man. I've only just got my voice back, so I'm not going to smack a scotch in right at the minute. You know what I mean? Super. So yeah, I'm very happy that I've got my voice back because I can do falsetto now. You ready? Yeah. You know, I couldn't do that 2 days ago. Sorry for anyone that is listening to that in your headphones. I do apologize. Oh my God. It's got to be a bumper bonus show when someone's giving you a super chat already. Bruce, you are a top lad. Thoughts on the Tag Heuer 1000? It's nice, my friend. It's nice, isn't it? Tag are definitely doing some good things at the minute. The new skipper is nice as well. They're definitely going about things well. They're doing things as they should. They're looking backwards, as all brands that have been around for, you know, 100 years should be looking backwards, because their best watches were in the 50s and 60s. And if you got heritage like that, then you've got to make the most out of it. You've got to abuse it like Accurist has now done. But that's what I'm wearing. What are you guys wearing? Let's see. What's Fraser Nash got? He's got his Hamilton ETO on. Oh, Chuffmeister. Oh, very nice. It's my house watch. It must be that dangerous in your house, Chuffmeister, that you need a G-Shock for the house, my friend. It's the only time I'd wear a dress watch in the house. You know, outdoors is, oh, it's terrible outdoors, especially where I live, or get the G-Shock on straight away. You know what I mean? Fred Cook, what's he got? He's wearing his Yachtmaster. I assembled NH36 rose gold case, CT 817 fully loomed dial. Very nice. That's a striking. That's a conversation starter in a rave, isn't it, my friend? I absolutely love that. Darren Fry, he's in the house. He's got a Seagull 63 on. I had it on yesterday, my limited edition bronze. I thought I'd show you it because obviously this is bronze and it patinas, doesn't it? Let's just get a bit of, there we go. Oh, look at that, finger marks, just like on my shows. Here we go. So this is, I thought I'd give you an update of the patina of this Seagull 1963. Do you know what? I wound this up yesterday. I think I wound it 12 times. I counted, and the chronograph's still going. Not the best thing to do, but just showed you that it's pretty cool, isn't it? I did put sun cream on as well, so you know, I'm expecting on the watch. I put sun cream just on the watch, not me. Look at me, I'm scalding. But yeah, just to see what sort of patina we're gonna get. You know, people are already telling me get lemon juice and make it look brand new again. But the whole point is I want this to look old, you know, like Indiana Jones has picked it out of a tomb or something. But yes, what else we got here? Phil, the hell. Do you mean the Halcyon, my friend? What's the Helicon? Helicon Master 62. I'm sure you've told me about this already, my friend, but I do apologize. Phil's in the house. John White, CWC diver as ever. Mine's around somewhere, my friend. My SBS diver, absolutely love that watch. Hope you're doing well. Rusty Pig's got a Luminox on. Dale has obviously got an old Rotary. Rotary are superb. Another brand like Accurus that are starting to do things pretty cool. Matt Dixon, a man from my own heart. Lovely, my friend. Lovely. Sorry for that clickbait thumbnail and title a couple of weeks ago, but I thought it was appropriate. It had substance, didn't it? You know, G-Shock 5610U, the nature boy. Whoa! Very nice, my friend. I don't think there's much better for £100. You're going to get a G-Shock than that, my friend. You got to step up though. Oh, and get the 5000U, the GW 5000U. I wore this. Come on. I wore this at work. I'm a tennis coach by day. Anyone that doesn't know, and it must have dirty grime on it, sweat and grime on it. But I absolutely love that watch. That is superb. Oh, got the 75 Timex. Very nice, my friend. Does it wear big? It looks like it wears big. I don't think the lug to lug is long, but yes. Oh, nobody famous. Nobody famous. My friend. Now listen, I've got some awful news. Okay, so you guys know that my favorite Casio, not the perfect, it's not perfect, you know, but my favorite Casio, just for sentimental reasons, is this one. Okay, there are imperfections. There's no loom on it. You know, the second you use that keypad, you grime it up and you just can't clean it. You know, I got a new one. I was very excited because there's the new, this is the CA53W and there are CA500W. There's new ones coming out, the old stainless steel look. You know, it's stainless steel look. I'll show you in a minute, but I was very excited to pick up this one. This came through the post. I say came through the post. Big shout to DPD for chucking the box over the gate that was locked. At least I got it. That's nice. But it could have been, I don't know, it could have been a more expensive Casio, you know? Got a good mind to tell them off. But anyway, I had this on just now. And look at it. Look. I dinged it. I dinged the bottom. It's happened before on these chrome plastic cases. You see that? Smashed it. Smash uppercut in the desk. You know, I can't do a show with it now. I'm gonna have to get a new one. Absolutely gutted. So super chats, please, team. Super chats. Super chats today will go towards another one of these. So thank you very much. Oh, Scott's got his Mark 20. Very nice, my friend. I like it. John White, hope you're doing well. He's got his damn Busters watch. Are you a double wristing or something, my friend? I think it's in a conversation. But what is it? Which one you got? You got the DB80 or the older one? Eh? The DB1. Look at this. Louis. He's got his Casio W800H on. That's beautiful. David's showing off with a Presage. Tony giving me the old GBD 200. Still my favorite smartwatch. You know, I've got the old new one. That, what is it called? The H5600. I don't wear it that much. It's not comfortable for me. It's not comfortable. I try. I really do try. Psycho Fu, thank you so much, my friend. Love the smiley face. I do appreciate it. You are a member, man, so you don't have to do anything. Come on. What we got here? Spence, what you doing? Oh, thank you, mate. Thank you very much. Like I said, any super chats today, I was going to review this bad boy, and I've smashed it up. I'm gutted. It will give me an excuse to get the black one, maybe the gold one, but I can't review it. You know, I'll just get slammed. Thank you, Double B. I appreciate that too, my friend. The SPB 149. That's a great watch driver fish. I love it. Snow. What a lovely profile and a picture. Just got a couple of Casios this week. The OG DW5600, but that's fantastic, my friend. And the W215H. This one looks like it just came out of the Nostromo from yes, that's a sort of a very sort of, you know, it's not organic looking. Let's put it that way. Thank you. Thank you from what for, my friend? Alabama. Oh my! Listen, I tell you what I really want to do. I've said this to many people, but I still haven't done a watch meet, and I am absolutely gutted that I haven't been able to do one yet. I want to do one in the UK, okay, and then I want to save up enough pennies to go to the US. You know, I don't know where, you know, but I want to go to the US, and I want to meet you guys out there as well, because first of all, I love America. And two, just love America, to be fair. I just want to see what Pop-Tarts she got this year, you know? Get your super chats out. That should be the new slogan. That should definitely be the new slogan. Thank you, man. Watch me in the US East Coast. Never eat shredded. Absolutely. You got New York. And you got Florida, Miami. I've never done West Coast before. I will do that one day with a wife. We will take I don't know, a Mustang, do up the West Coast, visit, you know, Vegas, put $10 on black, you know, really go for it, and then go to Yosemite and everything. But yeah, Shiv, thank you so much, my friend. $1.99 that will go towards my busted up calculator watch, my friend. Thank you very much. I do appreciate that. Anyone that does put a super chat today, I'll put something in the show to say that you helped buy the watch. So yeah. So if you do a super chat today, all of you, it will be you'll be mentioned. I live in the coast of the West Coast. I definitely want to do that Psycho Fu at some stage, my friend. But the US is so big. It is so big. Dan, you are a legend. Thank you very much. There are 240 of you in the chat. If you got any questions, just tell me. Look, I'm really trying to answer them. I'm here for you guys. Click the like button. and get a light-hearted YouTube watch show to people that you know will like it. I don't think there's enough of us, to be fair. I don't feel there are enough light-hearted YouTube wristwatch channels. I've tried my best for 2.5, 3 years. I've let the door open. I've opened the door. Now I need some other guys and girls to come up with me. Scotch Lobster, get in. Thank you so much, my friend. What's that profile? Looks like you're about to jump, my friend. Looks like you're on the film set of, or the TV show set of Lost, and you're about to go into a sort of a secret bunker. But thank you, my friend. I do appreciate that. Best in the business. Give me a break. Spence, you are a top guy. Thank you. No. I'm always trying to improve. I'm always trying to get better. I'm always trying to do something different. I have got a new character that I am mulling around at the minute. Okay. No, what other YouTuber are doing the characters? There's another character coming. The only people that know about it are my daughter and my wife. We've got the name down. We just need to come up with his USP, his unique selling point. Watches with Abdullah. Thank you, my man. Thank you. I do appreciate that. Good lad. Look at that. With us YouTubers stick together. You know what I mean? Thank you, man. I do appreciate that. There'll be many YouTubers, wristwatch YouTubers that are watching right now that don't say hello. Whether they're scouting me, looking for what's he doing right, what's he doing wrong. You know what I mean? Make yourself known. Come say hello. DSTRTV, I'm your big fan. Listen, my friend, that could be the comment of the day. I'm your big fan. What I'm after now is I'm after someone that calls me, I'm your small fan. That's nice. You maybe English is not your first language, and you wanted to say biggest, but just for this, you have made my day. It's my favorite comment of the day already. Let's get some questions going in there, shall we? Do you still have like the Red Star 1963 Seagull Bronze 60th anniversary? It could be my current favorite. I just showed it off, my friend. This is not going anywhere. Yeah, I love it. I really love it. It is definitely patinaed a lot since I've had it. And that's what I wanted. I haven't owned a bronze watch. I think I've reviewed two bronze watches, not including this one before. And I really like it. And of course, who can not like that? Let's get that in focus. It's a beautiful watch, my friend. I actually gave the other watch, because I got the regular Seagull 1963. I actually gave that one to my brother yesterday. I know he's always like that watch, and I get given quite a few watches. I don't wear all of them. Can only wear one, two if you're a maniac. MARC at Long Island watch. 3. He's been doing 3 lately. Have you seen it? But I wanted to share the love, as I do with my members. We've been giving away watches. Damien has won the Defender that I reviewed not long ago. That's in the box waiting to go. I just need the time to go do it, but yeah, it's all good. It's all good. I am your fan. Von Krul, thank you very much. I hope you're well. I got Pepsi, look. I love it. What other fan can we do? I'm your electric fan. Hi, mate. What do you think of the Seiko Arnie reissue? The Punch Drunkard, my friend, I appreciate this comment so much, but you obviously haven't been here that long. It's one of my favorite watches of all time. The SNJ 025. I absolutely love that watch. It's probably the biggest watch I own. And it's the watch I feel the most strong, the most powerful with. It brings me back to when I was a kid watching Predator, Commando. Just makes me think of Arnie. I just love it. Absolutely love it, my friend. Really cool bit of kit as well. Really cool bit of kit. The solar power movement, and just love it. I absolutely love the watch, and it's not light. It's heavy. It's a proper watch. You know. So yeah, I absolutely love it. But I've done reviews on it, my friend. The reissues, I've also done a review on those ones, and they ain't Arnie's. They're just Arnie-esque. They've completely changed the layouts of the dial and the LCD screen. So get rid of that. A quick shout out to my wife, Mrs. MWC. She is in the other room as administrator, just in case there are any rude words coming. She's there deleting them basically. But she is literally 3-4 weeks away from giving birth to our second child. So give her a big hello for me. Without her, life's nothing, is it? Christian, thank you, my friend. No, I have not seen this, but I will. Did you see the Hanhart and Indy 5? No, I didn't, my friend. I'm not a racer. I'm not a car racer. I do love a decent car, you know, a Fiesta Ford Z-Tech, but I'm not a massive car fan. I remember when Andrew at Watchfinder, he's been to the Silverstone F1 and didn't get much out of me because I'm not really into Formula One, to be fair. This makes me well. You inspired me to create my channel. Thank you so much, my friend. If anyone out here wants to know what equipment I use and you know what I do, how I do the shows, please don't hesitate to give me a message, because you know I'll be more than helpful. I promise. I'll be more than happy to help. You know, what you have to realize when you do this YouTube gig is, you know, your first 10, 20, maybe even 30 shows are going to be rubbish. They are going to be rubbish. You've got to accept that, and you've got to try and get better and better and better as you go along. I think it was Mr. Beast I saw speak about it. You know, come back to me when you've done 100 shows, and then we'll look at your channel. You know, there's plenty of YouTubers or content creators out there that are complaining that you know, they're not getting any subscribers or views. You know, it's just because they haven't done it enough. You know, I think anyone that knows Mr. Beast, you know, he did his first 500 shows were rubbish. You know, and you just got to get better and better. And I still don't think my shows are in my head how I'd visually saw them 3 years ago, how I wanted to see them. You know, you just got to go for it. You just got to go for it, and you know, and take the trolling with a pinch of salt. You know, jealousy. I wanted to give Scotch Lobster. Thank you, my friend. Make sure that your wife knows that we love the What the Wife Said segment. I know. Thank you, my friend. She gets more praise than I do on these shows, and all she's got is 2 lines. You know, for anyone that doesn't think it is real what she says, if you're watching, wifey, could you just confirm that to everybody? It wouldn't. What would the point be if I made this up? If I made her views up, it would be absolutely pointless. The fact that she doesn't like watches, she's not really into watches, and she shoots from the hip. That's what makes it fun. That's what makes it so good. You know, I build up a show for 10 minutes only to be smashed down to the ground by the wife. But that's all right. That's fine. Frank, love your enthusiasm. When you do your show, sending great vibes to you and your. Thank you very much, Frank. I do appreciate that. I do feel, you know, we all need a bit of a lift sometimes. And I almost feel like it's a service I'm providing these days, you know, for all the watch community that are on a bit of a, you know, sometimes, you know, feel a bit crappy. You know, let's have it doesn't matter what the watch, doesn't matter what I'm reviewing. You know, you're going to have a little chuckle here and there, you know, especially at the end with the wife. Yeah, no, it's all good. It's all good. Thank you so much, my friend. I do appreciate that. Any love for Victorinox? Always made good, solid watches, but always too big for me, Craig. But yeah, I like it. I don't know if there are any automatic or mechanical movements. They're all quartz, which isn't a bad thing. But definitely contenders for apocalypse watches. The Victorinox, you could hang a little, pocket knife around it as well. So yeah, does the wife like commenting on watches? I'm sure not really, my friend, not really. But what I like to do when she's at let's say when she's a bit short and a little bit tired, and the last thing she wants to see is another watch in front of her face. That's their best time. That's when you get their best stuff, and I appreciate that, my wife. So thank you. Are you going to get a 62 mass reissue in to have a look? Not even the rep at Seiko or the AD can get me one because they're sold already, Phil. This new 62 mass, absolutely beautiful, big price, over $3,000, but it looks absolutely stunning, and I absolutely love it. I can't wait to have it. Why your wife hate Casio watch? She thinks they're kids' toys, they're kids' watches. She got no time for them, my friend. Some she has. There was one. There's a new one actually that Phil gave me that she actually likes. That reminds her of a Walkman that she used to own back in the old late 80s, early 90s. So yeah, there are some that she likes. Gary's in the house. Sold a bunch more watches, and now looking to add. Cheaper than a Seamaster 300. Would you recommend looking at Pelagos? What others would peeps suggest? Blue dials. There's loads of. What's your budget, Gary? What's your budget, my friend? I think if you go too bright blue, you might sell it pretty quick, or you might want to get rid of it. So it's got to be a subtle blue. My Black Bay 58 blue is my favorite subtle blue. But I've got my gorgeous. Have I got it here? No, my Squale 1521 Blue Ocean. I absolutely listen to that. That's the Myota 8125. Just making its. Des is in the house. Get in, Des. I hope you had a wonderful time at Newcastle with Paul. I saw the stream. He seemed to have a good time. So yeah, I hope you're well, Des. I appreciate you coming on here, Des, on this little rowdy channel, my friend. Thank you. Thanks, Christian. That's good to know. The wife's saying that I've missed a super chat of yours, my friend. If I have, I do apologize, and you know I love you the most. William, Joe's had a howler, hasn't he, with this? Joe, you're a man of my own heart in the fact that you don't press send before you read your texts, because I'm a nightmare with that. William Wood watches are fire. They're based on firefighter stuff, aren't they? So I see what you've done there, my friend. Good. MH35 though. Let's talk about it. Can we just have a talk about it in the chat? Would anyone now in 2023 buy an NH35? Can I have a thumbs up if you would buy an NH35? A watch with an NH35 movement, or a thumbs down if you wouldn't. They were a big engine back in 2020 and 2021, but with the resurgence of Myota, with their 9015, with their 9000 movements, with the 4 Hertz movement, with the smooth sweep, there's most micro brands are going Myota these days. The one thing that you're going to get with the Seiko movement, it's going to last you a long time. So yeah, I mean, I think an NH35 is around £40 if you was to buy one now. So it's gone up in price than what it used to be. And I've got an Invicta Pro Diver that cost me £48. And if you just take the movement alone, you know, that's pretty good money. That's pretty well worth it. I myself would probably not do an NH35 just purely because I've got a few of them. A Mayota 9015 would be my go-to for an affordable Japanese movement. Obviously, it's still well regarded. It's owned by Citizen. But yeah, that's the only thing as well, my friend, you know, but you pay. See, the thing is you pay for the accuracy, you pay for the, like with Seiko, you got the 6R35. The NH35 is a reliable, but accuracy is subpar. It is. But the thing is that what you can do, and I have done it before, is you can regulate them. You can regulate these watches. Junior Johnson's in the house. I hope you're doing well, my friend. You can regulate these NH35s. But yeah, Bulldog Badger, love Bulldog Badger. Yeah, I won't pay over 500 USD. That's the thing. I think take Laurier for example. You know, they started with NH35s. The cases were huge, really thick. I have seen watches that are quite thin. That you can get thin watches for NH35s, but it's still quite a thick movement. They've gone to the Mayotas now, and it just looks so much better. Their watches, how slim the sides of the cases look. Nature Boy's in the house. I'm looking for a head turner, dressy watch around 200 or so. As a G-Shock guy, I really have no idea. My friend, I would look, first of all, I was going to say a Seiko Presage with a cocktail time, but you might be struggling at $200. But there's always sales on with these watches. Check Joma Shop. Have a look on Joma Shop. But I would say a Seagull 1963. This is a quality watch. Please, if you haven't done already, check out my reviews on these watches, because the history will be very interesting to you. And also, it's a cool dress watch. I love cool dress watches. Obviously, dress watches are meant to be simplistic. But if you want to have something showy, you've got blued hands there, champagne dial, gold indices. It shouldn't work, but it does, you know. Check out the Seagull 1963. But if anyone in the comments have got any other, please ask away. What about CJS? Marco, I've said my piece on CJS. But yeah. CJS are just another distributor of Seagulls, but I go to Red Star watches, the official Seagull watches, because it's a long story, but there was a guy that was working for the sister company of Seagull. I can't remember what it was. But he, for a friend, made a couple of recreations of the 1963, this watch from 1963. They weren't to be sold. They were just gifts. And then he got a lot of people say that we should make these. So he's the first one to make the reinterpretation. And that's why, for me, I will go with him. But it's a beautiful watch. They're beautiful watches. As long as they got a Seagull ST19 movement inside them, and you got a swung neck regulator in there, it's good. How do you feel about mod watches you can buy or build? I really like them. I do like them. I've got a couple that I really like. To mod and to sell, you know, as a shop or something, maybe not, but just for yourself, or if you want something like that, I think it's really good. It's an exclusivity thing. I really like that, you know. Big man D's in the house. Good son. Hope you're doing well, my friend. Nice to see you. And hope maybe we're having a baby pretty soon, around the time of the next BQ show. But you know, it's not because I don't want to, my friend. I'm desperate to come and see you in person as well, man. Shane Flight, here we go. Fun summertime tip: if anyone has a ball, you lucky. I've got a paddling pool. My kids love retrieving my 6G shocks off the bottom. That is brilliant, my friend. You obviously don't have a metal one because that puppy's not going anywhere. I'm not taking those beauties out. But that is fantastic, my friend. That's cool because they sort of act like the rings that you can buy to help going underwater and picking them up. That's fantastic. What a great idea to buy more. Reason to buy more G-Shocks. I absolutely love it. I love it. Mike's in the house. Has been on Express for a while at a cheaper price than this new anniversary edition. Are there any differences that warrant the price hike? It won't be made by Red Star, my friend. You've just got to have a look at the fine print, my friend. You've just got to have a look at the specifications, how it's made, get a review of it, try and find a review of this watch. But like I said, I've put my name on these Red Star watches because I've had them in the flesh, the metal, and I really like them. But yeah, have you had any interactions, many, with Boltony watches? Seen some reviews? No, my friend, I haven't done Boltony yet. I don't know if they've contacted me, or I definitely haven't contacted them. Very cool watches. Very vintage inspired. One day. Oh, Gary, I know, my friend. Well, listen. So let me tell you about. So we're talking about watches. We should be talking about watches that are under £500. This is the meat. We're 36 minutes in, team. If you haven't liked the show yet, click the like button, for God's sake. What I would say is there are loads of brands. There are loads of brands out there, even from when I started doing the channel in 2020, late 2020, to up to now. There are so many watches and brands being made. And, I still love a history and a story. It doesn't have to have history, the brand, but if there's a story to it, that's what I really love. And for me, being a Brit, being from the UK, a brand like Accurist is quite appealing to me. Been around for a hell of a long time, have some Swiss heritage in them, UK designed watches. And then they turned into a fashion brand, to survive, like a lot of brands, in the Swiss watch world. Christian will tell you this, but I think it was 40% of all Swiss watch brands went from 1970 to 1980, purely because of the revolution, the quartz revolution, and for brands to survive, they had to do other stuff. Certain brands, you had the brands like Audemars Piguet that went the highly expensive route and said to sod this digital stuff. We're going to make even more expensive watches. Yeah. And they're going to love them. And they were right, weren't they? Accurist, Rotary. You can put Bolivar in there as well, to be fair. They have realized that their best watches are the old ones, like all brands apart from Rolex. And to be fair, they get away with it because they got a sort of sister company, Judah, doing it. But the best watches are at the time, in my opinion, this is just my opinion, the best watches were at a time when people needed a watch. That's my view. I do like modern watches, but I don't feel attached to them as much. Okay. When I say modern, I mean modern looking, like an Oris Aquis, which I've had on the channel and I really love. I really like it. I just wouldn't bond with it because it's got nothing, I don't know, nothing tangible with it apart from it's a blooming good watch. The 1965 I was drawn to more, obviously, but it turned out that the bezel's worse than a Casio Duro. So that made me really upset. In actual fact, this watch that is £400 was better than a 1965 bezel action. And I do apologize to all Oris 1965 owners because it's a beautiful watch. But if you know the channel, I like twisting bezels. It's just my weird thing. I'm even doing it now. You know, it's not fantastic, this one, but there's hardly any backplay to it. You know, I just did a little review there, did I? I'm surprised I didn't put the Kurt Santana wig on. 305 of you in the house. I do appreciate that, you guys. You guys are brilliant. Can you right now, anyone that is close to a keyboard, can you please type your country where you are watching from? I would love to see just a list of all the countries. That would be amazing. If it's from the UK, put the UK, put England, put Wales, put Scotland, put Iceland. Go on, give me. I want to see. There are 302 of you here. There may be some of you watching me in the bath. I'm not judging. I do the same. So you might not be able to type. But listen, look at this. Oh, this is amazing. Slovenia, Germany, Croatia, Canada, Chile, America, United States, Slovenia, Scotland. Oh, I absolutely love it. Look at Phil's in there with his UK. I love it. Norway, England, Yorkshire, Electric Blokes got in there. This is amazing. Norway. Isn't it amazing that we can, let me just remember that, Sam. Isn't it amazing that we don't have to like watches, the same watches, but we've all come together, all 321 of us, right? We've all come together because we love watches. Isn't that amazing that we've all come around? And all I've done, I'm exactly the same as you. All I've done is maybe been one of the ones that are brave enough to put his mug on the camera, but listen, if I wasn't doing a YouTube show, I'd be doing the same. I'd be watching, I'd be wanting to be part of a community. I just love it. Don't you love it? It's amazing. Netherlands, Philippines, Finland, Scotland again. I just absolutely love it. My biggest audience is from the US, and my second audience is UK, which is quite interesting to me. There's more guys and girls in the US, isn't it? We got Brazil, Naples, Florida, watching time. You son of a... very jealous. You're the balls, Gomez. You're the balls. I found your channel a short while ago and subbed. Thank you, my friend. Currently enjoying my cheap Casio and micro brand automatic collection of watches under fire. Awesome, Sam. That's fantastic, mate. You can love any price. To me, if you can afford a watch, then fair enough. But I don't put value just in price. Honestly, I don't. And you from watching my shows, there is no watches that are I don't review. I will review everything, but I do tend to review watches I want to see in up close and personal. I'm not being paid by the BBC or Walmart or whatever. I'm my own man, my own channel. And if there's any way that I can get watches that I like to start with, then yes, the reviews may be a little bit biased because I already wanted to see it in the first place, and I already thought I would like it anyway. Michigan, US, Belgium. We got our first Belgian here. South African, Loughborough. This is fantastic. Brisbane. Love it, my friend. Brisbane. This means you've just woken up, Brit boy, Brisbane. Hope you're doing well, my friend. Pale Horse is in the house. Get in, Pale Horse. I hope you're doing well, my friend. I think that might be the same profile picture you've had from the start. Am I correct, my friend? We could have diametrically opposite views, but it's cool because we don't exactly. I think that's for the best, my friend. I think that's definitely for the best because A, we could be taken off, and B, it's for the best. It's for the best. Just know that, whatever my views are, I'm still a good lad. I'm still a nice lad, as I'm sure you are. No, Joe. No, not at all. The weather is rubbish. Move on. So no, I am not enjoying the weather with the tennis. Here we go. I have a question. Here we go. This is serious. Eliza, I hope you're doing well, man. Which would you choose between a Casio Edifice or some of the similar lookings offerings from Citizen. Casio Edifice, straight in. Casio, my friend. I've said it once, I've said it before. For me, this is just me, and remember, you like me, I like you. Citizen bore me. They're just a bit boring. They're the only brand that can make a complicated dial look boring. I'm really sorry. But listen, it is my mission with Joma Shop, hopefully, to get me some Citizens in and to change my mind. Get them up close, get them personal with them. Whenever they are in the shop window of an AD next to Seiko, I can't take my eyes off Seiko. When I look at Citizens in the window, in their shop window, it's a blur. It is just a blur. It's a mess to me. I don't know why, but that's just the way my brain sees it. And obviously, I've had Seikos from the start of my watch journey. Citizens, the only Citizens I've had are when I went and did a car. Anyone remember the car boot sale? I went to a car boot sale and I can't remember what I spent. It was like £10 on a box of watch stuff and other crap. I had some old vintage Citizens from about the 70s that just went quartz, and they're cool. They are pretty cool. The Citizen Orca. Now that I love the aviation scene thing. Yeah, I mean, I've had Glynn's Blue Angels in, and it was a nice watch. I really liked it, and it's something different, especially with the colors with the blues and the yellows. So do I, Christian, but we're going to get through it together, my friend. It will be my goal to get me and you loving Citizen. We will do. I tell you what, we will do a show on Citizen, a live show. Obviously, the Nighthawk. We know the Blue Angels and we know the Nighthawk. It's cool. They're cool watches, and they are different. And the ProMasters are cool. I've held a ProMaster, but I preferred the SKX at the time. I probably would take a ProMaster now over a dress sort of or a dive style KX 5KX. That's for sure, because it would still be. I think they are ISO certified. When you're going to do a micro rotor show, you can borrow a UG. Well, listen, I did the Baltic MR01 that had a micro rotor. That was a very nice watch. Micro rotors are very cool. God's Own Country, New England. Get in, Gary. Northeast, not New England, Northeast England. Absolutely, Gary. So yeah, you guys are amazing. 340 of you in the chat, and we are just waffling. But I love you guys. Does everyone know that I'm thinking about making a watch? Well, I'm not thinking. I think it's very close. The designs are done. The design is done. And it's all about having prototypes. And I'm hoping to get some of my favorite watch channels to review them. But I'm very excited. Very strange feeling, to have a watch that you help design. There's no stone left unturned. Each individual part. I'm really looking forward to getting it and doing a special show on it and then showing you guys. But it's not a diver. That's the only thing I can tell you. It's not a dive watch. That'll be the next one. But I'm going to leave you to come up with all sorts of clues and thoughts. I tell you what. Do you know what? I did a show, Henry, on the Alley El Capitan. And I really loved that digital watch. It was a micro brand. Alley were straight out of Germany. It was an architect that had gone into the watch game, and he made this digital watch. I really loved it. I love it. It was bold. It was stainless steel. It was its own module. It was a custom module. And I contacted him. They've actually gone out of business now, so I don't know what the guy's doing. It's very sad. But I tried to contact him not long ago because I want to do a digital watch. You know, I'm sick and tired of hanging around waiting for Casio to come and call me. Do you know what I mean? It will happen one day. I promise you, it will happen. I will get a collab with Casio. Yeah, I wanted to see if he wanted to do a watch to do something similar to the El Capitan, because you know how I feel about digital watches. You know, they're very special to me in my watch journey, my growing up journey. You know, but I think it will be cool. Uh, Neil, what I will tell you, my friend, is it is not. You know, they're the best we can do, with a great manufacturing team, and they're not going to be expensive because they're not. I can't say quite what the value is going to be, but Jody at Just One Man Watch, he gave me a message and saying, hello, Russell. Could you I'd love to send you my watch because he's having a watch done as well. He's designed a watch and he's going to send me. He asked me if I could review it, and I said, yeah, only if you'll review mine. So quite good with that. I've nailed in Jody, and he, if he doesn't like it, he'll let me know, won't he? He'll let you know. Imagine you face a tough choice, I like these ones, between two remarkable timepieces, a vintage, limited edition watch steeped in history, and a modern, technologically advanced one with cutting-edge features. I would definitely go the vintage. Basically, you're talking that last one, a modern, technologically advanced one with cutting-edge features. He's talking about an Apple Watch there, isn't he? Guru for a day is talking about an Apple Watch. And so 100% we will say the vintage. Yes. I mean, I'd always probably want to go vintage inspired modern myself, because vintage, there's so much. First of all, buying it, where to go for buying it, and second of all, the servicing of it, and can it be serviced, can the parts still be found? It's a scary place, vintage watches. You just got to be friends with people that know what they're doing, and go to a good watchmaker. Smee, that don't sound right until I said, yeah, there it is. That would be good. I tell you what, they'd do it as well, wouldn't they? Smee would so do it. That's not a bad shout. I tell you what. Oh, Christians, look at that. Look at that. I'm so disappointed that last week I had booked in to go see Don up in Mayfair, see his boutique. It just couldn't happen, just for certain reasons. I was a bit devastated, to be fair. But hopefully we can get something else in soon. That'd be cool. So yeah, Gary's got it. My only citizen is class. Is class. He's up north. He's up north. But prob because it's old. 2002 Skyhawk, Blue Angel. Yeah, that's cool, my friend. They are cool. Could be. And also, if you want it to survive a tank going over it, could be, my friend. Could be. Mad Bay 58. I absolutely love that, Juiciest. I love it. That's cool. I was thinking to myself, if I was to come up with a dive watch, I've told you that the Black Bay 58 is my favorite diver, and I'm no longer looking. But if I could design one and create one, what would that look like? Mad Bay 58. So yeah, I'm always, here we go. I'm always afraid of getting a Frankenstein. Me too, my friend. Me too. I actually got one with the 6139 I got, and then Michael at Retro Watch Reviews, he gutted it and fixed it for me. He was a top guy. I absolutely look at this. If you want to go on holiday, you go to Newcastle. Moby. Hope you're doing well, my friend. I'm Watch Collector. How's the tennis? Not brilliant, Slaphead, purely because the weather's rubbish. But you know, so yeah, that's good. Thank you for all those that have given super chats. By the way, for anyone that's come in late, I just got my new Casio calculator watch. I was going to do a review on it, and I bashed it. Obviously, you can tell that the case is not metal; the strap is. But yeah, I've bashed it. I can't review that. Where is it? Go on. I can't review it anymore. So any super chats that come my way today, you will be mentioned and thanked on the show for helping me get a new one. Well, everyone else does, Gary. IWC watches, don't they? You know, it's very hard for IWC to see, you know, any kind of, you know, light from anyone, because you know the pilot's watch, the sort of Flieger style, and that is so easily recognizable and easily copied. Just use duct tape. Absolutely. Juan, hope you're doing well, my friend. Thank you. I appreciate that. Juan, I know I'm gutted, absolutely gutted. Had a blast with Capia. Thanks, Boris. They sneaky. Imagine, can you? Cheeky, isn't it? Making a case out of brass, you know. I think that's well cheeky, Casio. Well cheeky. They're not sexy enough, my friend. They're not sexy enough. They don't have one or two standout massive watches, you know. They are beautifully made. There's no denying that, but there's no sexy models. Do you know what I mean? There's no Cindy Crawford in the lineup. In my view, I have a potential game changer. Is it possible to get a ring of tiny UV lights powered by a battery? Jesus, pointing downwards so the lume is always immense. You just need to hide them. Oh my God, Rod, that is tomorrow's world type stuff, my friend. Crikey, keep that to yourself. Get down to the old patent office tomorrow. We won't tell anyone, and go for it. Go for it. Get a digi out that does the catchphrase. Could you watch out? Super. That'd be brilliant. If the old alarm on your Casio is super. You know, well, you know, Casio have just come out with a Stranger Things limited edition. There's no reason why they wouldn't do a Mad Watch collector collab. So yeah. Juan, thank you very much. I just clicked you again, my friend. You lucky boy. Thank you. I do appreciate that. There's another one coming soon. I just need to iron him out. The sexiest Casio. Oh, my word. How long have you got? GA 2100. They're pretty sexy, aren't they? The old Casiokes are pretty sexy. Let me just turn him. What else we got that's sexy? I've got most of my watches are somewhere. Oh, the A158. A158. That's sexy. Let's get that back there. That's a sexy watch. I've got loads of them. This new one, apart from it being smashed up, that's sexy. Could do sexy Casios all day. A lot of the edifices, to be fair. Fred, thank you, my friend. Thank you. I appreciate that. Incredible show. And the last season was mad. Absolutely mad. Oh, look, it's Chief of the NDC. Matty's in the house. Hope you're doing, Matt. Well, Matt. All the best to you, buddy. MDC Planet Ocean Mark 1. Maybe. It's not a diver. But yeah. The ding gives it character. I'll still use it, Frank. I will still use it in the show, just to show how fragile these Casios are. But yeah, Elfo, I do appreciate that, mate. Thank you. Here we go. Why not review your back? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Los Angeles. Los Angeles. 100%, my friend. I just didn't want to show it bashed to start with. That's all. I will show it. I will show it in the review because I think it's good for people to know, and just to know what a dingbat I am. But yeah, Casio lineage definitely sexy. Casio, 100%. Dad's Mods watches. Get in, Dad's Mods watches. What a name. G-Shock, 2 minutes later, I bought a Casio. Very good. No surprise then with you. Oceanus are pretty cool, my friend. I like the T200. I'm not a massive titanium fan, but still cool. Any more questions? Give me some more questions. Come on, team. What I want is something for you to do. So hang on, don't go. We've done an hour, but I need you to wait because I need for you to do something. It's quite important. But yeah, I think we talked about a few watches. I mean, the title, anyone that's new to the channel and wants to look at watches under 500 pounds is not going to get a great deal from me. But I've never heard of Navi Force, my friend. Radio Bill, hope you're doing well. I've never heard of them. You're going to have to send me a link or something to them and I'll give them a look. Zibel, can you predict what will be next? Hot color after the Tiffany blue madness. Well, they did have that burnt, rusty red color and the mustardy color. I reckon grapes. I can see a grape color very soon. Can you? Definitely grapes going to be used. All sorts of grapes, red grapes, green grapes. Yeah, I definitely see grapes. Fine wine grapes. What's this? What's this guy? What did he say? Marco, I really watched Getting Expensive after the Salita accident. Marco, you're going to have to tell me what that is, my friend, because I do not have a clue. What I would tell you is a certain thing called the recession-ish, inflation, prices of everything. I don't know how you are in the countries that you're from, but we're getting shafted in the UK. And, even a carton of orange juice is £3.50. I don't know if any of you guys know that. But £3.50 for a carton of blooming Tropicana? Are you joking? What is the world coming to? So everything's going up, my friend. What's your most consistent tennis shot? Most consistent, probably the slice, my friend. Probably the slice. When you're coaching, you do a lot of control to get the ball back to the client, to hit the ball back. So I would say slice. Any touch volleys, anything with slice on it, I'm pretty damn good these days. Dan, I've contacted Sangin Watches loads of times. He's never got any watches to send me. And I don't even want to keep it. I just want to review it because I love military watches. But he doesn't seem to need any promotion or anything. Those watches just fly out. Yes, I did hear about it. I did hear. Well, that's going to have an effect, isn't it, my friend? And the fact that ETA have cut ties with pretty much all watch brands other than the ones that are on the Swatch group. That's not great. They'll be looking to the STP or the Myotas. But yeah, that's not great. I will be interested to see just what an effect it does have. Yeah. Show your Explorer. I can't, my friend. It's in the safe. It goes in all fancy, expensive, top watches goes in the safe. I'm surprised this one isn't there, to be fair. So yeah. Yema. Yeah, I thought I was on a good terms with Yema after I did the Kavinsky LED watch. I thought that was going to be the start of a beautiful friendship. And then nada. So yeah, I'm not gonna come run into him anymore. Safe queen, definitely. In actual fact, I wore it yesterday in the morning, just, doing the hoovering. So yeah, team. Now listen, I'm going to go now. You've been amazing. I'm going to try and get 2 shows out next week, but probably won't be. Big news is one. There's loads of news. If you are a Zero West fan, you need to go on Facebook and visit the Zero West Collective. Good friend Simon is there on that. He wanted me to plug that thing in there. And he's a top lad, top guy. Another thing is tomorrow I'm driving up to Radlett to go see the BQ Watch team. Looking forward to having lunch with Gavin again. Love those guys. Love Gav. Talk watches and all sorts of stuff. So I'll be live tomorrow on the BQ Watches live stream. So please, all you 300, please come to that and show some support. That'd be awesome. Thanks, guys. And the last thing, which is the most important thing, is at the end of this stream, not now, at the end of this stream, I want you to say, oh my God, this is the best live stream ever, or something, this is the best thing since sliced myotas, or this is absolutely amazing. This is incredible. What a show. What an amazing show. Mad Watch Collector sure puts on a fantastic live show. Let's see what happens to the algorithm when you do that. That'd be fantastic. Also, like if you haven't. You guys have been absolutely amazing. I've really enjoyed this. I cannot believe an hour has gone. What I will say is I want to bring this back. Over the summer holidays, when I got a bit more time, I want to bring some more live shows back. So it won't be next week, but I want to do the week after, before baby arrives. We'll see. I might even do next week. I'll see. I've enjoyed this so much. I love the connection with you guys, talking to you guys, and I'm sorry if I haven't been able to answer all of them, but there's loads of them coming through. N718, great stream. You are very welcome, my friend. I'm here for you guys always. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in a tick, 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 a tick. Boo!